Good morning, Fabian Onetti, September 29. The Evergrande saga continues. We're watching it because, again, we think could be things here to look up. Remember that this was a great paradigm of China, growth, unprecedented, huge, supported by the real estate boom, construction, moving people from the agrarian economy to a more of an urban economy, big player, and these guys were the biggest guys. And I have a quote from the founder, and he says, quote, all I have and all that Evergrande group has achieved was endowed by the party, that means the Communist Party, the state, and the whole society, unquote. He said in 2018 at the Chinese Communist Party event. So guy was very plugged, very connected. So the point is he gonna get bailed out by the government, and i.e. we have a moral hazard that then people will keep doing crazy, or will he let the default with probably dire consequences for the dream of unstoppable growth in China? We will see. The company sold a stake on a bank, $1.5 billion yesterday, but all the money went to pay the same bank. So no money for bondholders. So stay tuned. We're a little concerned. We'll talk about that in a second. So we keep looking closely at the situation, just in case, just to be preventive. Let's go to the chart of the day. We follow this very closely, which is the Atlanta GDP tracker. On the gray area, you will see the consensus, and then on the green, you will see the tracker, right? And it keeps dropping. This is Q3 GDP, and we started like at 7% growth, and now we're going to 3% growth. Bottlenecks, delays, Harvard went offline again, or better say online, because there were cases. So we'll see. By the way, last night, I went to the opera in New York that opened on Monday. So I went the second day after the opera opened, watched Boris Godunov. The thing was packed to the gilt. Everybody was checked for vaccination cards, and then you have to wear a mask. So anyway, the world is happening and it's working. As you can imagine, the big concern of the opera, but what they was not only the public, but remember, behind the scenes, it's very tight. The orchestra with the guys, blowing on the trumpets and the things, and everything is very tight corner. So they said it's going to be impossible with COVID until we have a vaccine. So they opened yesterday, again, Monday, yesterday was the second day. So far, so good. But anyways, go on that. Here is the chart. It doesn't show super great, but this is what has been worrying us. This is yields. And, interesting, on kind of pinkish US at 1.5, blue UK at 1, and then Germany from negative 0.5 to negative 0.2. So the moving bonds have been in tandem. So it has nothing to do with the American default and stuff like that, which is complete BS. But I don't know who's selling them. So that's why we wrote yesterday, and we're looking at that. If you're very long your portfolio, and if you have a lot of tech stocks like we have in the Fresh Money Buy, maybe sell some, maybe sell some. There's an indicator there. There was no inflation numbers. The Fed didn't say anything that we didn't know. There was no new stats or numbers. And all of a sudden you have this hiccup in yields. Maybe there is nothing, maybe there is something, but just we think, with the market is treated us so well, we would recommend to sell some stuff. Okay. Don't forget, today at 2:30, we're going to have Carlos Alfaro speak in China. Don't forget to register. Again, we're going to be talking about the new world order. As I said, we think China is on the forefront of investors and the public in general, thinking what's going on, what could be the next steps. That's all I have. Miguel still with COVID. Speaking of, so he's under the weather, our co-captain. So have a great one.